Red Sox made some significant roster moves today. They also moved the rotation around a little bit. We're going to talk about all of that in today's edition of the Red Sox Rundown. Before we do that, though, go down below in the comments. In the comments and description of today's video, you're going to find the link to our Instagram page at the Red Sox Rundown. We are trying to get to 3,000 followers over there as soon as possible. If you have not already, go follow us over there because we are posting the recap shorts over there. One of the first places you're going to get them. We also have other fun interactive content over there as well. Go follow us on Instagram for your one-stop shop for everything Red Sox news, rumors, updates, all of the above. Help us get to 3,000 followers as soon as possible. So, big news of yesterday in the Red Sox sphere. Wilyer Abreu officially back. Really great to see. Really great that he was back in the lineup. Now, of course, we're going to talk about it. He didn't have the best game, but for him to just be back in the lineup in general is definitely a good thing. Here's what Wilyer had to say a few days ago on his injury status. He said the following. He said, "I'm ready to play the rest of the games and the playoffs too. I'm ready to go and happy to be here and be with the team. If they need me in the outfield, I'll be ready for that. I'll be ready for DH2, whatever Alex wants. The most important thing is I feel healthy and ready to go." Now, he might be healthy, but he definitely doesn't look ready. His timing was completely off. He went over 4 with 4 strikeouts, did not look good. He's going to take some time, and I think we all expected that considering he didn't have any sort of rehab assignment at all. He was just hitting off the pitching machine and doing some BP. So let's not hit the panic button. I know a lot of people are going to start hitting the panic button already, saying, "Oh God, Willie, why this, that, the other thing?" It's going to be fine, guys. It's going to be fine. But the most important fact of them all is that he's back. He played in a game. He was officially activated. He will be with the team for the rest of the year. And I think that he is more of a net positive than anything that you would have gotten out of Ali Sanchez, who was the corresponding move. So getting Wilyer back is very significant, even if he did not play well last night. As I just foreshadowed or mentioned, Ali Sanchez was the corresponding move. He was DFA'd yesterday to make room for Wilyer. And Cora credited him for 3 wins, them being able to pinch hit the catchers and then him come in and finish out the games behind the dish. I don't know if I fully believe that, but the 3 catcher experiment was, I guess, interesting enough. He hardly saw the field, and when he did, it was usually like in the 9th inning to finish out a game. But, I guess he did his job, and now he's been DFA'd. So wish him the best in the future. Didn't really see much of him. But what matters is Wilyer Abreu is back. If you're excited to have Wilyer Abreu back, just don't go down below in the comments and type me in the comment section down below. I'm definitely excited to have him back. Again, he didn't have the best debut back. He went over 4 with 4 strikeouts, but I'd rather have him back than not. So I'm excited. I'm typing my me's, but you go down below. You type your me's if you're excited to have Wilyer back as well. The Red Sox made a rotation switch, and it's an interesting one. They are planning ahead, and it's interesting because maybe they're counting their chickens before they hatch. It's going to be kind of interesting to see. Here's what Ian Brown had to say on this switch. He said the Red Sox flipped Crochet and Bello in the rotation. Crochet will pitch Wednesday in Toronto, Bello on Thursday. This would give Crochet an extra day of rest before a potential Game 1 of a wild card series. So it's going to be Giolito Tuesday, Crochet Wednesday, Bello Thursday. And then I would assume it's Harrison, Early, Giolito for the Detroit series. So they are making moves to potentially set up Crochet for success. I believe the stats, I'd have to look them up from Tyler Milliken. I don't have it in front of me. Incredibly accessible, so Let me just pull it up real quick. I want to make sure. Thankfully, there's a Tyler Milliken tweet at the top of my Twitter feed. Here it is right here. So Crochet on regular rest, he's had 10 starts. He had an ERA of 3.57. On 5 days rest, he's had 18 starts, an ERA of 2.27, and 6 days or more, 3 starts with a 2.50 ERA. So definitely better with more rest. I think that's kind of obvious, but it's definitely something the Red Sox are thinking about. If they make the playoffs, Crochet should be fresh and ready to go for game 1. And of course, you want to set the foundation of a successful series, obviously, and hopefully praying that they get a dub. And especially, more likely than not, unless something miraculous happens in the next 6 games, more likely than not, you're going to be on the road for all 3 wildcard games. And having Crochet with ample rest for game 1 to set the tone on the road is very important. So I'm all for it. He's not missing a regular season start. It just gives him 1 extra day of rest. So I'm all for it. You're not screwing up anything that would have happened in the regular season. It's just you're flipping the pitchers for their last full turn of the rotation. Is flipping Crochet and Bello the right decision? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I see no downside of it. Again, it's not really going to affect much. You have the off day today, so I'm fine with it, but you let me know. Y for yes, N for no. Is flipping Crochet and Bello the right decision? We're going to talk about the game here in 1 second, but first make sure you hit that subscribe button as the season starts to slowly but surely come to an end. We are still going to have you covered every single day. As we get into the off season, we'll have free agency rumors, trade rumors, all the reports, all the news. Every single time the Red Sox make a move, we will have a video. I've also got some interesting ideas of videos I want to do right when the season ends. Some grade videos, some introspective videos that I think will be a lot of fun. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the channel today. If the Red Sox make the playoffs, we're going to be doing watch parties for all the games as well. You're not going to want to miss that. So join the family, hit that subscribe button. There's also some murmurings if the Red Sox are playing a meaningful game on day 162, we might go live. So not confirmed, but something that I had a discussion with the bosses with yesterday. So that's going to be very, very interesting. So subscribe, don't miss that. Join the family today. Red Sox lose 7-3. They win the series. They lose the finale. Frustrating game, I think, overall. Kind of a sloppy game, kind of a lazy game. There's fault to go around. I think everyone in some way, shape, or form had some faults. Connelly Early, 3 hits, 3 runs, only 2 of them earned, 2 walks, 4 Ks in 4 innings, 3 runs in the first inning. He didn't look sharp in the first inning, but after that he settled in. Like, all 3 runs came in the first, and then he had 3 clean innings. So he's a rookie. It is what it is. I'm not going to beat up on him too much. It's not the end of the world. Really, it was your bullpen that crapped the bed. 1 run from Matz, 2 from Zach Kelly, 1 from Peyton Tolley. Really, those 2 runs from Zach Kelly should be charged to Peyton Tolley because he gave them up. But Kelly, he had those were his base runners, so Tolley inherited them. Really interesting management of the bullpen tonight from Cora. Didn't love it. That's where I think, I can critique Cora, is his bullpen management last night. I don't think Kelly should have gone back into the game. And if you're going to have Tolley come into a relief spot, he should probably start the inning, not inherit a bases-loaded jam. So, hindsight's always 20/20. I didn't agree with the decision. So there's blame to go around. Cora definitely deserves some blame. Kyle Hudson deserves a lot of blame at third tonight. He did not coach a good game at third tonight. 2 really bad base running errors from the Red Sox in general. That send of Romy was really blatantly bad. I don't know what Kyle Hudson was thinking there. Jarren Duran gets picked off at one point as well. You had a lot of opportunities to win this game, and you just didn't. You just didn't. You played stupid baseball. You played very sloppy baseball, and you just didn't show a lot of I don't know, like energy. It seems like a really like lackluster kind of lifeless game. You scored 3, which is great. You scored 2 in the 7th. You showed a little bit of life, but then you gave up 3 in the 8th. So, you got it within 1 run, and then you gave up 3. So you could tell, like when who was it that hit the home run? When where is it? When Brandon Lowe goes yard, I felt my soul leave my body. I was like, oh, okay, we're cooked. But yeah, the offense, I mean, like, you look at the stat line, it's not horrible. I mean, it is. 14 strikeouts is not good, but 10 hits, 5 walks, like, you had a lot of base runners, but it's the same thing we've said all along. 4 for 11 with runners in scoring position, you left 10 runners on base. Not as bad as other games, but bases loaded twice with 2 outs. Nathaniel Lowe comes up and strikes out both times. That's inexcusable. That can't happen. Wilyer, like we already talked about earlier, goes 0 for with 4 Ks. Not great. Duran had 2, Story had 2, Nathaniel Lowe had 3, Rafaela had 1, Wong had 2. Just an unfortunate game, frustrating game. The blame goes around. Bad base running, bad at bats at the plate. Bad defense. Bregman had a throwing error. Bad coaching, both on the field and off the field. It was just a bad, sloppy baseball game all around. I think there were some positives to take away from it. I think there's a lot of positives to take away from the series in general, but you play Toronto and Detroit to finish the season. And look, I get that Detroit's been struggling, but I still think they're a better team than you are. I do. And, maybe you pull out some theatrics and you take 2 out of 3 or you sweep. That's great. But Toronto's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. And Detroit, I don't think is going to be much easier. But we'll see what happens. 6 games left. We've been grinding. We'll see what happens. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. One of the biggest positives that you can take from this is that all the teams that could have passed you lost. So that does suck because you had an opportunity to add to your cushion and you didn't. But at this point, there's just nothing much you can do. The Mariners beat the Astros. They basically secured the West. Not fully, but basically secure the West. The Rangers lose to the Marlins. The Guardians lose to the Twins. That is the big one. The Guardians lost. The Astros lost. You could have had a 2-game lead, but you didn't do it. The Blue Jays beat the Royals. They clinched a playoff spot yesterday. The Yankees win in extras against the Orioles, and the Tigers again lose to the Braves. So as the standings look, 5 games back in the East. I think the East is all but cooked now officially. I don't see a world where that would happen. That would have to be literally the biggest collapse in the history of sports. It's not good. Maybe the Yankees take it, but because they're only 2 games back. But the Red Sox, you're done. It's not going to happen. And like we said, the Yankees are 4 games up. You're a game up, so you're 3 games back on New York. You are 1 game up on both Cleveland and Houston. It's technically 1.5 because you have the tiebreakers against both. But still, if you could have been 2 up, which would have been realistically been 2.5 up, that would have been way better. But the team just didn't come out to play a ball game last night. And it is what it is. You got 6 games left. We're going to find out if this is a team of men or boys. We're going to see over the next 7 days whether this team cares or they don't. We're going to find out. They go to Toronto. They have an off day today. Predict the Red Sox record against the Blue Jays. You have what should be your top 3 starters: Giolito, Crochet, Bello. I don't know. I don't know who are the probables for Toronto. Off day. So you got the top of their rotation too. You got Kevin Gausman against Lucas Giolito, Max Scherzer against Garrett Crochet, Shane Bieber against Brayan Bello. Man. I think they take 1. I think they take the Crochet game against Bueller. Or not Bueller. I think they take the Crochet game against Scherzer. I think that's it. I think they take 1 out of 3. You guys let me know, though. You predict it down below in the comments. That's where we're going to end it all, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Again, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you've not already. Even if the season were to end like by 162, we're going to be here every day, no matter what, whether they are playing or not. So don't miss out. We got a lot of content coming in the offseason as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. But I really appreciate you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And until next time, go Sox.